breaking my back for $300 a month at my construction job to making over $60,000 a month with freelance copywriting, with my highest month being 120 grand a month. But that's not important, because the important part is how you can do the same, because in today's video, I'll be showing you step by step on how you can do the same. This video is going to be so in depth that even a foreign language English speaker can pick this up and run with it. And this is coming from someone who took English as a second language in school for 6 years straight because I couldn't put two words together in English. This video is going to be an updated guide on how to start copywriting in 2025, and we will be covering a few key things. Number one, how and where to learn copy so we can pick this up fast so we can start servicing clients. Number two, how and where to find clients so we can start signing clients for $5,000 to $10,000 a month to start off. And number three is how you can keep these clients for months and months to come so they continue paying you for months and months to come. And just a side note, I have clients who stay with me for years to come, and I'll be pulling back the curtain on how I can do this so you can replicate the results for yourself. So make sure you have a pen and paper ready, because this video will set you up for 2025 and for years to come. Let's get started. First stage is how to get good at writing copy. I get asked this all the time. Hey Hugo, I don't know how to write any copy, so how do I find clients? I'm like, bro, get good at copy then. If you don't get good at copy, then how are you supposed to find any good clients, right? Finding clients is a byproduct of being able to write good copy, and I'll be showing you how to write good copy in this video. The most important thing is don't look for shortcuts. I always preach hard work and also doing the right work. And not only that, but also doing the boring work. People think it's really hard to start copywriting nowadays in 2025 because it's so competitive or it's so saturated. But the reality is most people can't stick to one thing. Their attention span is as short as a goldfish's, but the real ones know that it's the easiest time to start copywriting because your competitors are so damn lazy. So I don't want you to be one of them. So make sure you stick to copywriting if you want to get started with copywriting. Make sure you stick to it for at least a month before giving up on it. So with that being said, here's how to learn how to get good at copy. Number one is to read The Copywriter's Handbook by Robert Bly. And number two is to read Ogilvy on Advertising by David Ogilvy. And number three is to read Hey Whipple Squeeze This by Luke Sullivan. Copywriting is one of those key skills which relies heavily on principles and application, so reading these few books will get you started really quickly. It isn't like other conventional business models like dropshipping, Amazon FBA, or SMMA, where there aren't any really clear books which can help you get started. But luckily for you, copywriting is one of those business models and high income skills where learning principles will get you far. And by getting good at these principles, this will set you up to be better than 99% of other copywriters out there. Also keep in mind that 99% of people will never even finish all these books, let alone one book. So make sure that you finish all these books all the way. So this will set you up to be better than your competitors right now. And no, I don't have affiliate links to any of these books. These books should be free online. And I'm just telling you what worked for me so this can best set you up for success in 2025. The second stage is to really immerse yourself in the copywriting world. Listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, read books, and even join live free classes online. Since there isn't any other copywriter on the internet doing this right now, I decided to start a free school community teaching everything for free, and we have over 1.2K members inside my free school community where I teach anyone to start remote copywriting from their laptop in 2025. And the reason why the community is growing so fast is because I have tons of free trainings worth over $10,000 in value that I give away completely for free, and it's all for you guys. It's all made to help you guys. And even more than that, I host one free live call with myself every single week where you can hop in and ask me questions about copywriting, about signing clients, about retain, about charging, and I literally cover everything to do with copywriting so I can help you get started in 2025. And I wish I had someone to help me and guide me when I first started copywriting, and I'm really happy to be that person for you. So if you want an all-in-one place where you can start to learn copywriting for absolutely free, then make sure you click on the link in the description below to join my free school community where you can learn all of this for free. I literally don't know anyone giving away this type of information for free on the internet like I am, so make sure that you take advantage of this promotion because it's absolutely free for you, so there's no loss. Secondly, to become a good copywriter, you should always be looking and analyzing good copy. And a place to do this is called swipe.co. Again, I'm not an affiliate of this website. I do not own this website. It's just a website which compiles all the latest good copy stuff from businesses where top copywriters spend hours writing these pieces of copy. So if you want a place or a platform where you can look at really good copy so you can kind of emulate and imitate their copy, then swipe.co is a great place to start. Besides reading podcasts, subscribing to email lists, watching YouTube videos, or even joining my live free calls in my school community, you shouldn't really be spending more than a couple weeks on this learning stage, because the goal is you got into copywriting to make money, not to just spend weeks and months learning. So from my experience, it's best to spend at least or like maximum 1 month in learning copywriting and getting good at copywriting. The next step is to start outreaching clients and finding clients on the internet that will pay you anywhere from $500 a month to $5,000 or $10,000 a month in retainers. I personally find 99% of my clients on Instagram, so that's the method that I'm gonna cover in today's video. First of all, before you start sending any messages, you need to take a look at your Instagram profile. Make sure that you convert it to a professional/business profile. Change your profile picture to a professional headshot. For example, my one, I've used this profile picture for years, so I know what works and I've never had any problems with it. You can do a couple things with your bio. I see a lot of copywriters put writer in their bio, which isn't too bad, but this is something that I see working even better in 2025, which is putting your actual offer in your bio section. Let me explain. Rather than just putting copywriter or writer in your bio, you should go more in depth about the niche that you serve in and also how you're able to generate your client the results. As an example, I could put in my bio, I help e-bike brands drive more sales with good landing page copy. Or I help bakeries generate more customers with email copy. In this method, you're putting 3 things into one sentence. You're going through what niche or who you actually serve, which makes you more specific and also more of a specialist rather than a generalist. Secondly, you also go into how you actually help them generate results, which is through landing page copy or email page copy or ad copy or bio copy or sales page copy. And thirdly, you also cover what type of result that you're driving them. Are you driving them more customers? Are you driving them more sales? Are you driving them more lifetime value in their customers? Are you getting more engagement for them? You're highlighting the result that the brand may or may not want. And I've also received tons of questions asking me, hey Hugo, should I actually create a new Instagram profile to do this type of outreach and to grow a new profile rather than using my old one? And my answer is no, that's too much work. I'd rather you just stick with your old profile, just kind of rebrand it to a professional profile, and like I said, have a nice talking head picture. You shouldn't really remove any of your pictures unless it's really unprofessional. You should show some personality in your bio and in your profile. And you might think that, that hurts your image, but on the contrary, it actually does the opposite. It shows that you're a human. And in 2025, people want to work with humans. So you want to show them that you're human and that you're not a corporate account. Now, if you want to learn more about outreach and more of a step-by-step guide on how to perform outreach on Instagram, I actually host this video training on my school community. So if you want to check out a step-by-step guide, then I urge you to click on the link in the description below to check out my free school community because I cover everything on there. Now, the next step is to decide in which niche you want to serve. You might be asking, hey, I want to write a new bio for my Instagram account. Where should I start? Which niche should I operate in? Well, you should start off by targeting local businesses in your area because that's the easiest way to start. And that's actually how I started too. I went into gyms. I also went into elderly homes when I first started off. Or you should target brands with similar interests as you. I know businesses teaching League of Legends coaching doing over $100,000 a month, and I know copywriters working for that exact business making over $10,000 a month. Another example is I know pottery businesses making over $300,000 a month. So you could also be a writer for pottery business if that's a hobby or an interest that you have. Another great place to start is by asking yourself, what do you consume? Like, are you a consumer of, let's say, fitness supplements? Do you consume a lot of supplements? Do you buy a lot of clothes? Do you buy a lot of camera gear? Do you watch a lot of anime? There are millions in each and every single one of these niches, and all you have to do is first by asking yourself and writing stuff down. Hey, what do I have hobbies in? What do I consume on a day-to-day basis? I also know men who coach other men how to not stutter when ordering food, and they're making over 100 grand a month, and they need copywriters as well to help them improve their sales. So literally, it could be anything. You just need to write down what you're good at, what your hobbies are, what your interests are, and go from there. If you don't have many interests or hobbies, or you don't really consume or buy many things online, then you could just start off by targeting local businesses in your area. Because chances are the local businesses in your area, or the small ones, I should say, don't usually have good copy. So you can come in, write decent copy, and that copy will actually generate and reflect a good result in their business, more enough so that they're willing to pay you a few K a month. The next stage is what to say when you're outreaching to these prospects online. And everyone has probably already seen, hey, I really like your business. I really like what you're doing. How would you like an extra, $10,000 a month in revenue? Because I can generate that for you with copy. Everyone knows the famous outreach script. Hey, dear valued customer. Hey, brand, I really like what you're doing. I love your business. You are awesome. Can I work for you? Can I write copy for you? How would you like to generate extra sales with copy? Everyone has already seen that outreach script. You're complimenting them a lot, you're telling them that they're awesome, and in a way, you're actually putting them on a pedestal rather than actually coming in as an authority figure. I get why most people start off their outreach messages with a compliment because it seems like it's easy and you might not have the confidence level of an experienced copywriter, so that's why you're actually putting that prospect on a pedestal. But what I see working really well for myself in 2025 is actually doing the complete opposite, which is roasting what their current copy is, or roasting their current advertising efforts, because this actually cuts through the noise, because they're receiving hundreds of DMs every single day on people complimenting their brand. So you actually come in and you actually start roasting their ad copy, saying, hey, you're running ads to this landing page? Like, you're losing out on a lot of sales, bro. Or, bro, people are buying with this email design. Here's what I can whip out for you. By doing this, this not only gets their attention, but it also positions you as an authority figure. And this kind of puts you on the same level as they are, because they might be thinking, hey, if this guy's roasting my ads, he probably knows what he's talking about. So make sure that you try this outreach method for yourself. Now, on to the next stage, which is the sales call stage. Now that you've got the prospect on a call with you, here's what you should do. It's your time to show them that you're worthwhile. And remember, this is not a job interview. They need you more than you need them, and you're literally gonna make them way more money than they're gonna pay you. So act like it. So here's a structure of how sales calls usually should go. You hop on the call, you ask them how they are, you ask them where they're calling from and how their business is doing. Secondly, you dissect their current copy efforts and talk a bit about their business. Go deep into it. Just have a conversation. Ask them, hey, how's your business doing? What's your current revenue? What's your desired revenue? How many team members do you currently have on your team? How big is your team? How big is your email list? Which softwares do you use for your email list? How often do you send emails, and how often do you create new ads? Make sure when you ask these questions, you look for opportunities in their answers, because usually they've state out their problems in their answers. So you're literally like a doctor dissecting their business. And if there's something that which comes up and you know that you can help them, you should double down on that. The next task is based off of their answers. You should dissect and ask them more questions about their business. So let's say you ask them, hey, like, how is your current email list doing? How big is your list size? And they're like, hey, my current list size is 3,000 people, and we're not sending many emails a week. That is a problem I can already double down on right away, is by saying, hey, brands who sends one email a day generate way more revenue than brands who only send 3 emails a week. So let me ask you this, what's stopping you from sending 5 emails or 7 emails a week? Your goal now is to tell them and also show them how you can help them make more money, and also discuss in what timeline can you make them that money. Is it 1 month? Is it 3 months? Is it a couple weeks? Is it a day? And also tell them and show them how much they can expect to make from your guidance and from your help. The most important thing is also just to be genuine about how you can help them. I've turned down businesses who want to pay me $100,000 for years of work because I just genuinely didn't think I could help them and generate them results. So if you see an opportunity where you can actually help them, show them and tell them how and why you can help them. If not, let them know that you can't help them, and I'm sure that they'll appreciate your honesty. Last but not least is to show confidence and enthusiasm in trying to help them, because this goes a long way. Literally show them that you want to be part of their team and you're excited to help them generate results. The next question you might be asking me is, hey Hugo, how much should I be charging these clients? And since there are actually so many copy jobs available on the market right now, like writing sales copy, writing ad copy, landing page copy for e-com brands, sales page copy for info brands, blog copy, product page copy. There's so many different types of jobs that you could do. I can't really go through all of these in one video because it'll take too long. I actually covered every single one of those in my trainings in this free school community. So make sure you check the link in the description to join for free, because I literally go into how you should charge and how much you should charge in each and every single one of those verticals in my free school community. So make sure that you don't miss out on that and check it out. The next step is client onboarding. So once you've actually signed the client client on the sales call, what are the next steps? Well, first of all, the most important part is to decide on how much they should pay you, and nextly is how often they should pay you. Many people think that, hey, I've already signed the client now it's time to chill, now it's time to relax, but actually now is the time to do the hard work, because now you actually have to fulfill on your promise to them. Make sure you properly outline the scope of the project. How many emails should you send a week for them? How often you should send the emails? How many team meetings are you supposed to have a week should they want to have team meetings? What's the deadline of your work? What's the expected revenue generated? And it's also a great time to ask them, hey, what current platforms are you using for email marketing? And also have a conversation about their email marketing efforts or their efforts or copy efforts in the past. Hey, have you ran an email promo before in the past? If you have, how did it go? Here is what's expected to happen now. And make sure you outline all of these in a contract so you avoid being burned by your client. After you've actually onboarded your client, make sure that you also discuss communication channels. In which communication channel will you guys be communicating? Is it on WhatsApp? Is it on Slack? Is it on Discord? A lot of companies like to work on Slack, so make sure that you download Slack to make sure you have a communication channel between them. And it's also important to outline expectations, like, hey, client, I don't want you to message me on WhatsApp. I don't want you to message me on Facebook because I won't reply. I will only respond if you communicate with me on Slack because that's the most streamlined. This is also a great time to ask your client, hey, what email provider are you using right now? Are you using ActiveCampaign? Are you using Klaviyo? Are you using OmniSend? Are you using MailChimp? Make sure you have an idea of where they're sending their emails and also get their login information so that you and your team can log into that and start sending emails for them right away. After that, it's your time to start delivering results for them. Make sure you have good communication between you and your client because from my experience, that goes secondary to results. Make sure you deliver the results. And secondly is make sure you have good communication between you and your client. And a good way to do that is by sending voice messages and having good response times. And after that, once you deliver the results for your clients, then you can expect some referrals coming in. And once you start getting those referrals coming in, you can start building your portfolio to even higher degree. And that's where you get more clients coming in on a month-by-month basis. So this marks the end of today's video. I hope this was valuable training for you. And if you haven't already, I urge you to join my free school community down below in the link in the description, because I host one weekly call every single week at 7 p.m. EST, where you get to hop in and ask me all the questions you want to ask about starting a copywriting business in 2025. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, a comment, and a subscribe. And I'm really excited to see you in the next video.